Good morning, students. This is the next chapter, and we are going to study in detail about the four people who gave maximum contribution to the field of sociology. I I've given an introduction to you already when you were here long back. So let us see about the contribution of Auguste Comte in detail. Auguste Comte was the founder of sociology, and he was the one who gave the name sociology to this subject. He believed that this subject could unite all the sciences. We already have studied about the relationship between different sciences. He thought it could unite everything and improve the society. He was a positivist. We will be seeing what is positivist later. And he thought that every activity in this world is based on science, and he created a theory of 3 stages of development of society. We will see the 3 stages later. And he also measured all the changes in the society in a scientific way. Okay, so the changes are social dynamics. When everything is stable or no change is there, it is called static. When things keep changing, it's called dynamics. So society keeps changing, and that is social dynamics. And he studied this changes in the society, and he has also told the 3 stages in which the society changes. So his full name was Isidore Auguste Marie Francois Comte. Okay, he was a French person, and he was born in Montpellier in southern France in 1798 on January 1st. He died in 1857. So as I already said, he was the person who created the term sociology. Sociology actually means study of society. Logy means study, socio means society, so it's the science of studying the society. So initially, before giving the name sociology, he thought social physics would be a better name, but then slowly he changed and he gave the name sociology, which is the present name for this science. Okay, so he basically told that the human beings who live in this world have gone through 3 stages, and they are, the first stage according to him is the theological or the religious stage. Theological means religious, related to religion, so religious stage. Second is the metaphysical or the philosophical. Okay, you would have learned about philosophy. Philosophy is just thinking. Okay, it is mostly about thoughts of a person. And the third stage is the positive or the scientific stage. Okay, in short, we'll see the 3 stages, and then we'll see the 3 stages in detail. The first stage, religious stage, means everything is related to religion according to him. Philosophical means everything is abstract, that is, it is beyond religion. The third thing is everything is related to science. So these were the 3 stages according to him. So every human being, every person living on this earth goes through these stages according to him. And every society, every institution, you have studied different institutions, every social institution like family, everything goes through these 3 stages according to Auguste Comte. Okay, he says that these 3 stages are needed because then only the human mind will learn to live with it. If you do not think of these 3 stages, then the human mind does not think at all according to him, and the mind itself keeps changing from one person's one way to another. And this is the progression that he told. There is a dynamism, that is change. Human beings keep changing, our minds keep changing, our society keeps changing. So how do we change from the religious stage to the philosophical stage to the scientific stage? So this is the evolution according to Comte. These 3 stages is how the mind goes through. Okay, so this he says every individual goes through. Even today we go through the same stages, but in general if you see the ages, that is the years, then we can divide it in three stages also again there. Before 1300 AD, then 1300 AD to 1700, then after 1700 AD. Okay, so these three ways we can divide. So the first stage, the theological or fictitious stage or religious stage, this is the first stage. This, he according to Comte, is the world before 1300 AD. So from the time the world started to the time of 1300 AD, Comte says it was the theological stage. That means every human being living during this period, they never thought scientifically or they never thought in an abstract way beyond God. Whatever they did was based on God. So they always thought that there was a supernatural being. That is, usually supernatural being means, natural means humans, supernatural means somebody like with beyond humans, and beyond humans it is God. Okay, so for example, you say in today's world, if you see TV or movies, what is supernatural? Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, all those people are not normal human beings. They have different powers. Same way, in the first stage or religious stage, people used to think God is everything. God is the only person with supernatural powers. Beyond the human powers, God had all powers. Okay, and everything they related to God, every activity like birth or death or everything that happened in the world, they thought that it is because of God. For example, if it rains, they think God is happy, so it is raining. If it doesn't rain and they are not able to grow any crops, they used to think it is because God is angry, that is why it is not raining. This is just one example. Like that, they created that everything is related to God. So this was the theological stage, and because everything was related to God, people who were working in the religious area, that is the priests, they were the people who had the most power. Whether it was Hinduism, Christianity or any religion, the religious workers had more power. In fact, the kings who ruled in that time, they will go to the priests before they do any activity, because they thought the priests are the link to the gods and the humans. So the rulers and the people, they thought that the priests were beyond them. They were the most powerful people, and because they had a direct relationship with the supernatural power, which is God. I hope you understood that. I have tried to make it very simple. So God was in everything during the theological stage. Okay, and this itself can be subdivided into 4 different areas. That is, the stage where God is everything can be divided into 4 stages. First is fetishism. Okay, fetishism means it is a belief that God is in everything. In Tamil they say Turumbilum irupar, Thunilum irupar. That means God is in every part of this world, whether it is a stone, whether it is a building, whether it is your car, whether it is your, car was not there at that time, but whether it is your hand, whether it is your mind, whether it is your building, whether it is your work. People used to think God is in everything, whether it is a living being or a non-living being. So in trees, God, people would see God in trees. People would see God in stones. People would see God in rain. People would see God in sky. People would see God in other people, other animals. So this is the stage of fetishism. Then came the stage of anthropomorphism. Okay, anthropomorphism, you can say this is the second substage of the theological stage. Here the human mind was a little more developed, and they thought that animals and non-human characters are given the human characters. Okay, a non-animal was created as God. For example, there are different animals that were created as gods, a cow or an elephant or different animals. There were so many animals that people used to worship, and this is the stage of anthropomorphism. Then is the stage of polytheism. Okay, you know polytheism already. That means people who have many gods. So the third stage of this religious stage of Auguste Comte was polytheism, and here the number of gods were many according to him. In the society, people used to believe in many gods, whether it is Hinduism or Christianity. Christianity also, in the Bible it says that there were people who created many gods. They created the model of a calf, they created serpents, and Hinduism, there were many gods. So most of the religions which were at that stage in before 1300 AD, they went through the stage of polytheism, where they multiplied the number of gods. There were hundreds of gods. Each group of people thought of one animal or one object as a god. Then the fourth stage in this religious stage is the monotheism. So as human beings developed and their minds changed, there were social dynamics. So they created only one god. So it was an evolution from many gods. They came to a stage where they believed only in one god. So that is mono. Mono means single or one. So this is monotheism. This is the last stage of the religious stage. So here every human being thought there is only one god. Not every human being, most human beings thought one god. So this is the way the mind of the human beings changed. So then they go to the metaphysical or the abstract stage. From the religious stage, they go to the metaphysical. This was between 1300 and 1800 AD. Okay, so some 300 years, till 300 years back, this was the thought that people had. So here people started believing that God is not the only person who is control of the world, but some other force which you cannot see, like nature, for example. You believe in so many things, that human beings are just people who live in this world, and there is something else controlling the human beings, which is not God. So this is abstract thinking. Okay, so here they moved from the supernatural God to something else more abstract, and this is why this stage is called philosophical stage, because a lot of thinking was going on by the people. They realized that floods came when there was a lot of flood. So it is not just God who is creating the flood. The rains come, and because of excessive rain, the flood is happening. So they started thinking that other than God, there is some other supernatural power which can be in control of the world. So it is a little bit related to the religious stage, but it is a development on the religious stage. It is the next stage of thinking, where there is some other supernatural power which has control over the world, plus there could be God also who is in control of certain aspects. So this is the second stage. So second stage, people did not believe in God, but some other power which nobody knew what it was. So it was abstract, nobody knew what it was, but they knew that there was something else. That is called metaphysical. Okay, physical, it is beyond the human stage, but less, not God, but there is some power, some force which is controlling this world. So that was the second stage. The third stage, or the positive stage, okay, this can be asked in your exam as Comte's theory of positivism also. Okay, you can just give an introduction about the stages of Comte's theory. Sometimes they can ask Comte's contribution to sociology, then you'll have to write the whole theory, all three stages, where he was born, what is his name, all that, and conclusion also. So that could be a 10-mark question. The positivism theory could be a 5-mark or a 3-mark question. The other parts also could be, religious stage could be 5 marks, or the stages of all the others could be 5 marks. So let's go to the positive stage. So this is the third and the final stage of human thinking, that is after 1800 AD. People who were living in this world, what they thought, Comte brought it in the positivism stage. So here people believe in science. So here people do not believe in God, people do not believe in metaphysical things or abstract things, but they reason out everything that happens in the world there is a reason for it. If there is an earthquake, then you know it is not God who is causing earthquake, it is not some other supernatural power causing earthquake, but it is because of the land which is hitting against each other, which is creating an earthquake. So they had scientific explanation for everything that happens in this world during this stage. So this is what is called as a positive theory, so a scientific knowledge. So people started thinking beyond God, beyond supernatural powers, and because it's a positive thing for the world, because everything is related to science, it is called the positive stage, or the positivism theory. Okay, so Comte told that industries are the next stage where people started working. So from religion they started moving towards work and religion. For example, in the first stage, even the rulers or the kings, before they go and fight with another country or before they do any activity, they'll go to the priests. But here in this positive stage, people did not go to the temples or churches, but instead they started thinking of their own life, they started thinking of their family, and they started working towards betterment of their life. So the warriors were replaced by industrialists. Okay, people who are fighting now became people who worked in industries and created industries. And the priests or theologians, they became scientists. So this is the positive change in the society. From a stage where they told everything was based on religion and God, now they have based on scientific knowledge. The society itself is based on scientific knowledge, and the mind explains everything. Instead of telling God is giving rain, God is giving earthquake, they told how the water evaporates from the sea, goes to the sky and forms clouds, and how the wind blows the clouds onto the land, and how the rain comes. So this stage where they had a scientific explanation for everything is called the positive stage. So you can give explanations and examples. Like I said, it is not there in your notes, but I told the example of how people give scientific explanation for rain. So that's part of the positive theory. So here in this stage also there are two types. One is theological military type of society, that is people who base their society based on both theological and military. That is, all our countries, we believe in God, at the same time we have a military also. And then is the industrial society. So if I give a broad example, the theological military type of society is India, Nepal, because we believe in God. Each religion, there are people who live in this country, and India is a country which is deeply religious. And we also have a military type of society where people fight with the other countries. We have our border. So this is the theological military type of society. Industrial society, probably the Western countries, they are more industrialized, and though there is a false perception that they are all Christians, actually the Western countries, most of them do not have a religion. They are atheists, that is, they do not believe in God, but they are in this stage, the positive stage. They believe that only science is the answer to everything. So this is the third stage of positivism. This theory of Auguste Comte did have some criticisms. It was not without criticism. Okay, the main criticism was his theory jumps. Initially, his his theory told everything is related to God. Then from God, he straight away jumped to scientific basis of the society. So, in the scientific society, according to Comte, he tells that it is all based on industries and religion does not have a role to play. But if you see in India, for example, and even in Western countries, every country, there are people who are still religious, who believe in God. So he does not explain that society. He says from 1800 AD, everything is based on science. But not everything is based on science. We still believe in God, but we say some things are based on science, some things are based on God. So he did not give an explanation in that way, and that is the negative aspect of this theory, because as human beings we all have belief in God, at the same time we all have belief in science. But Auguste Comte's theory told that till 1300 people believed in God and God only, no belief in science. After 1800 people believe only in science and not in God. That was his theory. But in the world it's not like that. People believe both in science and in God. There are people even now in this world who believe only in God, who are still in the early stage of theological stage. And there are some people who believe only in science and not in God. They are the atheists. They do not believe in God. So all kinds of people live in this world at present. But his theory says after 1800 only scientific knowledge is there and people are all in the third stage, but that is not true. So his theory does not explain the thinking of people where they have both belief in God and belief in science. So that is the main drawback of this theory of Auguste Comte. Okay, so with this we finish about Auguste Comte. We'll see about the next person in the next class. Thank you.